Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting installment of fishingwithvance.com. Today we just want to go over a couple of the gear setups that we used here in the past year. Wanted to share that with you and just let you guys know what we were using, and then also hopefully get some comments from you guys, and you can let us know what you were using and had some success with. So to get right into it, this is my setup that I was using for the vast majority of the year. Basically what we have here is a Fenwick Eagle rod. This is a 6-foot rod. And then we have a Shimano Spyrex 2500 RG model reel. Use this for the vast majority of the year. Smallmouth, largemouth, trout, crappie, rock bass, catfish, carp, you name it. A lot of the local species here in Pennsylvania we were able to catch on this. So myself, Vance, and then Cat basically used a very similar setup to this. So just to give you a quick overview, again, Fenwick Eagle rod, 6 foot. Model number on this guy is EA60ML-MFS, 6 foot, medium, light, moderate. And this is rated for 4 to 10 pound line. I did use a little bit of heavier line on here whenever we were doing a little catfishing, carping. I love this rod. Can't say enough good things about it. Great action. Only thing I would say, might have to watch out for this in the future, is that my very ending eyelet, or my tip here, at the end of the year that started to spin. It didn't actually come off, but it got to the point where I could pull it off. I just basically used some super glue on that and put it back on there. Haven't had any problems with it since, but that would really be the only negative thing that I had to say about this. Otherwise, really love this rod. A lot of great action, never had an issue with it. If we get to the reel then, we've got the Shimano. This is the Spyrex, the 2500. Rear drag on this, and then we also have the quick drag, or what is known as the fighting drag. Really like this aspect of it, because if you are fighting a fish, everything I need to do, control from a drag aspect, is right here. I don't have to reach up here, I don't have to get my hand in the line, I don't have to hit any part of the reel or the rod or anything like that. Everything I need is right here. And if I get into a hairy situation and I need to back off, I can. If I need to tighten it up, I can. I can do all that right here. So again, if you're fishing, you got it all right here. As I'm going, I can fight with my right hand, control whatever I need to do with my left hand. So I really enjoy that aspect. These aren't too popular with the rear drag. Not 100% sure exactly why. But that's just something that I guess maybe I grew up with, and I've really enjoyed that part of those reels. Other thing with this that I really like is the quick fire system. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get away from this. Quick fire system is just, it is what it is. It's quick. I can go, cast, reel, go, cast, reel, go, and cast. This is very smooth. We have this all oiled up right now for our winter storage. Performed very well during the year. Didn't really have too many issues with it. A little bit towards the end of the year when I didn't quite have it oiled up enough, which that's on me and not necessarily on the product. But I love that quick fire, and again, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get away from that. So a little bit spoiled in that regard. Again, performed great. Never had an issue with it. Other thing with this is that, as you can see, we got the double handle situation going on, which again is not too common in a lot of these spinning reels. Took a little bit of time to get used to that. I would say maybe an hour or two, but then after that it really wasn't an issue. I didn't hit my hands while I was trying to reel in or have any issues, and I really enjoy it. Again, I don't know if I'll go back to a single handle. I don't see it being a problem if I do, but continuing to use this is really nothing but a joy, and have again not had any issues with it or anything like that. So this bought this particular reel at Cabela's. It was $59.99, so I found that that was a really good value, especially with everything that we've put it through. Fenwick Eagle rod, you can get these at a couple different locations, Cabela's, Dick's Sporting Goods. This was also $60, which I found to be a tremendous value as well. So Might be a little bit light for most guys, but for what we were doing, really enjoyed it. We go on to number 2 here. This is our ultralight. So this is what I call the Kelly Red. This was originally my niece's setup, which I promptly stole off of her. This is a Berkeley cherry wood graphite rod, 5 foot, rated for 1 to 6 pound line. The reel that we have on here is the Shimano Sienna. Again, rear drag, this time a single handle. No quick fire, but that's alright, I made do with it. And to say that I made do means that it really performed flawlessly, no real issue. You just adapt and you overcome. So one of the really interesting things about this is that this rod over the past year really performed great. As you guys know, because I know that you've watched all of our videos, and obviously you remember in our very first video that we put out was trout fishing from early 2016. I caught a really big carp on this.
He didn't swallow it. Yep.
But somewhere in that neighborhood of 8 to 10 pound carp with this guy, this setup, and 6 pound line. Had about a 10-minute flight or so, which was a lot of fun. The rod performed great, no issues whatsoever. Also, from a couple of our other videos here, late bass fishing in late October and November of this year, caught 2 really good sized bass on this.
The partner has a big fish on. He's got it on Kelly Red, so. Oh, Jesus. Is he? Oh, it's 2 weeks in a row down in the corner, baby.
No issues whatsoever. So the Sienna is really adaptable, no issues, very smooth. Again, the single hand and then the rear drag in case if you do get into a pickle, then you have everything right there that you would need to do. So great setup, love this. Has done everything that we really needed to do and more from an ultralight perspective. So really enjoy that setup right there overall. So we just wanted to share that with you, what we were using from a rod and reel standpoint for the past year. Just wanted you guys to know that. Let us know whatever you guys are using, if it's similar or maybe a little bit heavier. Obviously down south, a lot bigger bass, so we would expect a little bit of a bigger setup, but that's what we were using here in Pennsylvania for this past year. And hope that you guys enjoyed the video. As always, please make sure that you like the video. Tell your friends, make sure that you and them also subscribe to our channel. And that this has been fishingwithvance.com. So, as always, fish on. Got my little guy right here. Welcome to Millertown.